Another viewer's request was very coincidental. At Piperin Forum, I was asked to tell more about Boris Chernov, an aircraft designer from Samara, and his flying boats. The odds could not be better, since this July we spent almost a week at Air Volga factory, where the new Borey was rolled out. It's not just another experimental, it's a start of serial production. So see our next feature for extensive details. Borey, a two-seater flying boat, is the 10th airborne project of Boris Chernov. This man went all the classic way of self-taught genius back in Soviet times. As a young man, he enrolled into Samara Aerospace University, but left after 2 years and founded what now can be called a boat-building startup. That were just boats, not flying, because you could not build private airplanes in the USSR. He made boats for almost 20 years. After the USSR collapsed, he finally could pursue his childhood dream and started to build amphibian airplanes. In the recent 2 decades, more than 100 airplanes of 9 types designed by Boris Chernov were built as Che series, although all of them are registered as experimental singles. They fly all around Russia, from warm Black Sea coast where snow is rarely seen, to transpolar regions where -30 centigrade is pretty normal. During the first test flight, Borey's takeoff run was about 100 meters and landing was even shorter, less than 60 meters. More than fine for an amphibian, but keep pilot's experience in mind. It's not good to boast, but you need experience, and I have one. Calm weather makes landing even worse. With the wind, the run would be even shorter. The plane was on its very first flight, keep that in mind too. After some practice, you can cut those distances twofold. The plane is 7 meters long and 2.5 meters high from landing gear to engine compartment. Wingspan is a bit less than 10 meters. Borey is built at Air Volga, the largest private aircraft factory in Samara. Air Volga produces bigger LA-8 flying boat for more than 10 years, and now it enters the market of 2-seaters. The new airplane is designed to fully conform the US F-2245 and Canadian Advanced Ultralight guidelines. We use certified engine. It's Rotox 912, but S version and not ULS. All avionics are by Garmin, partially certified. The rest is manual. The plane is very simple, as it has no electric systems. Flaperons are manual, landing gear is manual. It's only elevator trim tab that is electric, but you understand that it's not the most critical part here. Anyway, we can't remember elevator trim tabs failures. Borey's empty weight is 380 kilograms, including the complete set of equipment. Even less, considering that all systems have double power supply backup and triple avionics backup. Also, there is terrain awareness and warning system installed. Manufacturer claims maximum takeoff weight of 650 kilograms and 120 meters of takeoff and landing run. In reality, the runs are even shorter for experienced pilots, as you have already seen. Any other flying boat with such parameters? Don't think so. We have the strictest weight discipline here. What you can afford with heavier airplane, you cannot afford here. That's why each and every system was analyzed for weight, and a lot of design solutions were reviewed as a result. Weight decrease didn't impair Borey's qualities. Customers can choose either 50-liter fuel tank for 3 hours of flight or 2 tanks for 90 liters in total and up to 6 hours in the air. By the way, stall speed is just 60 kilometers per hour or 32.5 knots. One more bonus is the IFR capability. The plane is fully IFR compliant. It has autonomous air pressure systems for different instruments, autonomous power supply. We obey all rules of backup, like a holy teaching. Now some interesting combination for amphibian planes pilots. 270 kilos of useful load, 100 knots cruising speed in Rotox 912S continuous mode and instrumental flight. At that, the machine is reliable and easy to fly. Modular design allows development according to customers' demand, adding different options, including higher payloads. According to the manufacturer, it resembles old Soviet Lada 4x4 Niva car, cheap, durable and suitable for very harsh conditions, but much more reliable than Lada, of course. We made, so to say, a flying Niva. Lightweight and functional crossover, acceptable cruising and excellent takeoff and landing parameters, and very good hydrodynamics. Borey's cargo compartment can be modded to carry hunter dogs. As well, Rotox 914 engine can be installed for higher payloads. Standard propeller can be swapped for a variable pitch, and you'll get 108 knots cruising speed. Or all that together, as Air Volga is open for any customer demands. Contract, payment and all legal interactions are made via Swiss company. There is a warranty of 100 flight hours or 2 calendar years. Air Volga already has 6 prepaid orders on Borey, and only one of them is Russian. What's interesting, all 5 foreign orders are made by flight schools. Borey was designed specifically for flight schools, and first machines go there. We already taught some French crews, Germans came 2 times, and everyone are very happy with the plane. There is no equivalent for a certain Russian word in the Western languages, but they acknowledge that the plane is very hard to crush. After a 5-minute evening test flight, the very next morning, Borey took off for a 4,000-kilometer long expedition to Pechora, far in Russian north, with French pilot Loic Blaise on board and French filming crew in accompanying LA-8. We, of course, asked if it wasn't too risky. The answer was very firm. Such question is ridiculous for the serial plane where everything is strictly accounted for and each smallest piece has its own responsible employee that signs all logs. Borey is already safely back from the journey, so quite soon we'll visit Air Volga again and continue its story. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them in comments or by email you see on your screen. We'll try to get answers for all of them. This issue 14 of Flight TV in English is over. I'm Ignat Solovey, the cameraman and your host here. We need your feedback, so please voice your opinion on forums, in comments, and of course subscribe. You know where the button is. As well as your feedback. We need your support, because that sponsorship we have doesn't cover even our basic costs. So we have a page on Patreon. You see the link on your screen. Thanks for watching, fly safely, and see you later!